What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, April 27th. And be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. Get yourself $25 on your first deposit. And we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Pat Connaughton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Draymond Green, Nikola Jokic, and Andrew Wiggins on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Klay Thompson, shooting guard eligible, 7,100, projected for 40. The goal is 42.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 37% of the time. Klay just seems to be playing about 36 minutes a game. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot. They're 9-point favorites against Denver. Probably going to get it done here. 29% usage for Klay, 25.5 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists, maybe a stock and a half here. I think that we are just in a really good spot. We're going to have enough value on this 2-gamer to be able to pay up a little bit more elsewhere. And I think paying up for someone like Klay is a good spot, particularly on DraftKings, where he gains so much extra value from 3-pointers made. Time to enter the Bulls portion of this video. Number 4, DeMar DeRozan, small forward, power forward eligible, 8,800, projected for 51.5. The goal is 53. He's in the optimal lineup 45% of the time. Gotta state it right now. My assumption, no Caruso, no Zach LaVine, which means there's a lot of usage and a ton of minutes to go around. I gave DeMar DeRozan 42 minutes, 1.2 fantasy points per minute, 36% usage, and 32.5 real points. 6 boards, 6.5 assists, a stock and a half. Now, it is a pace-up spot against Milwaukee. That's helpful, but the Bulls are 12-point underdogs. This is not a great spot. We don't have a choice in the matter here. It's a 2-game slate. You gotta play everybody. There's no way around it. And you can see, just jumping up from Klay to DeMar, we went into a different tier here in optimal rates, and it's gonna get even more ridiculous as we keep moving. Jumping up another tier, Nikola Vucevic in at number 3, center eligible, 8,400, projected for 49. The goal is 51, and he's in the optimal lineup 51% of the time. 38 minutes here for Vooch. They don't have a lot of offensive talent, so it's going to be a lot of heavy lifting for DeMar and Vooch. 1.3 fantasy points per minute in this spot. The matchup is actually really good for Vooch. Just the way that the Bucks play D, he's sort of like the guy that can get the extra stuff. 29% usage, 23 points, 13.5 boards, 4 assists, and 2 stocks. This is not the end of the amount of Bulls that we're going to be getting, but this is the end of the 2 pay-up options. Value play number 1, Ayo Dosunmu in at number 2, point guard eligible, 4,400, projected for 26.5. The goal is 26, and he's in the optimal lineup 55% of the time. I have to assume that he's falling into a ton of minutes here. I gave him 36.74 fantasy points per minute, so it's nothing crazy. This is a playing time thing. I assume he's in the starting lineup. 14% usage, 11 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds, a stock and a half. You just have to take advantage of the minutes. This will likely be the best minutes per dollar rate that you're going to find on the slate for anybody playing, I don't know, north of 26. Anybody playing any relevant amount. 36 is here. If you told me he played 40, it would totally make sense. I don't think that you're trying to unlock more and more guys further down the bench for the Bulls. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. And finally, your number 1 contender for today by a mile is Coby White. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 4,500, projected for 30.5. The goal, 26.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 67% of the time. I assume that Coby White is going to become Zach LaVine light. 34 minutes here. If you told me he played 40, I don't think it'd be crazy. I think he just has to be out there a lot. 0.9 fantasy points per minute in this spot. He does get the benefit of the pace up, but boy, is he in for a long night defensively. 22% usage, 16 points, 4.5 boards, 4.5 assists, and maybe you get a stock. But the key piece is this. He's going to play starter minutes and more at a salary that has him basically saying that he's the backup. That's all it is. So long as Caruso and LaVine are out, there is no more obvious play than Coby White. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, April 27th. FanDuel and Yahoo version of this video are around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.